January 11, 2007 remains one of the darkest and most controversial days in Bangladesh's political history. Although it was officially presented as the declaration of a state of emergency, in reality it marked a silent takeover of power. At the time of BNP-led four-party alliance government was in office. Amid escalating political tension, violence and uncertainty surrounding the national election, a so-called military-backed caretaker government was imposed on the country. President Yazuddin Ahmed stepped aside and Dr. Fakhruddin Ahmed was brought in to lead the new administration. Publicly, it was portrayed as a necessary step to save the country, but as time passed, it became increasingly clear that the operation was designed to weaken elected politics and establish a controlled political order. The 2 years that followed 1/11 were marked by fear-control media trials and systematic political suppression. The widely discussed -2 formula was introduced with the apparent goal of sidelining the country's two most influential political leaders, Sheikh Hasina and Khaleda Zia. The objective was clear: to create a new political order where foreign backing and controlled governance would matter more than the people's democratic mandate. Nearly 2 decades later, fresh discussions surrounding 1/11 have once again emerged. The government now appears to view the events not merely as a political transition, but as a carefully orchestrated seizure of power outside the constitutional framework. Reports have surfaced that preparations are underway to file cases related to the events at the International Crimes Tribunal. According to investigation sources, interrogation of detained former military officials has revealed alarming information. Investigators claim that the three central figures behind the entire operation all shared one thing in common: their names began with the letter M. Moin, Moti and Mahfouz. Former Army Chief Moinuddin Ahmed allegedly played the leading role on the military side, while prominent editors Matiur Rahman and Mahfouz Anam acted as key bridges between sections of the so-called civil society and military power. Allegations suggest that they were not merely publishing news, but were actively involved in shaping the political narrative of the time. During interrogation, former military officer Lieutenant General retired Masududdin Chowdhury reportedly told investigators that 1/11 was the outcome of a long-term plan. According to him, an influential section of civil society, backed by international actors, sought to establish a prolonged unelected system of governance in Bangladesh. Their primary goal, he claimed, was to destroy public trust in political parties and create an atmosphere of depoliticization. He further alleged that from early 2006, influential segments of the media began a coordinated campaign against the elected government. Through news reports, editorials, talk shows, and political analysis, one central message was repeatedly pushed: politicians have failed. The country needs an alternative force. NGOs, civil society forums, roundtable discussions, and the search for so-called qualified candidates were all allegedly used to cultivate anti-political sentiment among the public. Investigators also claim that newspapers such as Pratham and the Daily Star did not merely act as observers but functioned as propaganda tools for the entire project. During that period, parts of the media allegedly became unofficial mouthpieces of the DGFI. The arrests, remand interrogations and alleged torture of BNP leaders were often framed as part of an anti-corruption drive, while concerns over human rights violations received little attention. Former DGFI Chief General retired Mamun Khaled reportedly told investigators that on January 8, 2007, just 3 days before the takeover, the two editors held a lengthy meeting with then Army Chief Moinuddin Ahmed at Army headquarters. According to his account, discussions there included the roadmap for the transfer of power, the president's speech, and the structure of the incoming government. Investigators also claim that the draft of the speech delivered at Bangabhavan had been prepared by individuals connected to the influential civil society circles. The central question now being raised is this: was 1/11 truly an effort to save the country, or was it a carefully planned operation to bring democracy under control? In Bangladesh's political history, 1/11 remains a defining chapter where the military, intelligence agencies, sections of civil society and influential media allegedly came together to create an invisible structure of power. News Desk, Daily Sun.